Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're thinking this is another video about the lo-fi stove that uses a battery power bank to blow air through it, then it's not. This is a full-blown barbecue smoker powered by a 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. Now this is not your ultralight hiking, through hiking type of a stove, 100%. This really is for short walks. I've taken this into some local woods today. I'm camping here tonight in my hammock, and I'm going to use this to cook my dinner on tonight. But it's a bit of a lump, so car camping, down at the beach, short walks, it's fantastic. Now I have used this a couple of times at home, cooked my dinner on it, and I must admit I am incredibly impressed with how well it works. I will show you and I'll go over the details, but I've got a smoker barbecue, a massive huge one. I'll stick a picture here of what it's like at home. Plugs in, uses an electric auger to push the wood pellets through, burns them, smokes it, smokes the food. But this is like a handheld version of it, and I've tried it and I'm really impressed with it. Okay, so this is what I mean by not for hiking. It's like a little carry work case. It's got 4 foldable legs. And I'll go over the rest of the spec down below. So once you've folded the legs out, you undo 2 clips on the side and you lift the lid up. Now inside here you have the hopper where you put all your wood pellets. There's a little frying pan handle here. This top section here is a grill plate, and you use this when it is hot to take it off. Below that there is a stove top, so this can be folded in for small pots, so you can boil a kettle or a little pot of water, or you can open it up wider for a frying pan. Now you fill this with water, and that stops any fat dripping through from the pan, sticking to it, so it floats in the water, and then you can pour it out afterwards. But also that helps to smoke and steam the food that's in here. You can set this to grill, stew, or smoke, or even fire pit. So you can change the settings of this and just literally have it as a fire pit. At the bottom here is a 3.5mm jack for a temperature probe, so you can have that in here and in your meat. And there is the Type-C charger for it. Back here, I'm not sure if you can see this, there's a little tray. This folds out, you put your battery power bank in there with the lead connected. On the far end, there's a lever that opens the bottom of the ashtray, or it lets all the ash out into the ashtray that's on the other side. And then you simply empty the ash out of there. And I must admit, after an entire meal, there was hardly any in there. It's very fuel efficient. You get a full instruction manual, and it also tells you timings of how long to cook things, whether you are barbecuing them or smoking them, stewing them, grilling them, whatever. And they also supply you with a USB-C cable with a nice little angled port on it, so it goes up into the unit. The power bank is plugged in, it's saying 0, so it's ready to start the cooking process. So first off, you put some water around the outside edge. Oops, I've poured it inside. Let's hope that doesn't cause a problem. And there is a maximum mark on there. I'm not very level here, you can tell by the water, so I'm going to move it. Okay, that's better. So once that's done, you then put in some kind of combustible material. So I've got a little fire lighter. And then you chuck in a handful, they say 10, of pellets. And then you click ignite. So that starts a process now where the fan is blowing to increase the heat, to set the wood pellets alight, and then the auger will start pushing wood pellets from the hopper into there to keep it going. So I'm going to pop the frying pan back on and just watch the counter. So if I now change it to smoke, I can change the temperature, which they recommend as 230. And then the time, 30 minutes. I think that's 1 hour 51. Oops. I'm going to set it for 45 because I've got to get the food sorted first. You can already see smoke coming out of this thing. But it smells good. Well, it doesn't look much, but for tonight I've got Chinese style spare ribs. and coleslaw. I've literally just put that in there and it is absolutely sizzling already. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Bit of a change, spare ribs out in the woods. It's actually pretty quiet as well. Certainly quieter than my one at home. You can see the smoke coming out there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Smoking away nicely. This is made by a company called Carrynear. And looking on their website, they seem to sort of specialise in more household stoves. They've got tons and tons of equipment, but this seems to be their sort of first foray out into the, wild camping market. So far, I'm really impressed. I mean, this is a great sort of thing you could stick in your camper van or in your car, take out with you, and just sit and have a barbecue outside. And then in the evening, just have it as a fire pit, so you can just, pellets. They're not that expensive. You want to get some proper food grade ones as opposed to something out of B&Q, but they're not massively expensive, but they burn for a very long time, so a small amount will do you a meal and it'll do you an evening of flames and fire as well. So you want to sit around roasting marshmallows or whatever you want to do. Looking good. Got my super expensive ultralight camping plate, homemade by me. If you want to buy them, I'll put a link in the description below. Tesco's party section. So I've had the ribs on there for about 25 minutes or so, and I'll put the barbecue sauce on, so it goes on for about 10 minutes. They're already partially cooked ribs, so they're not proper, fresh ribs like I would normally do at home. They take 6 hours. So yeah, this is just a sort of a quick meal, just to show you it working. I'm looking forward to it. So that has just beeped at me now to tell me that the time is finished. And then what we do is we press the ignite end button, hold it for 3 seconds. And it now starts to power down. So this will slowly decrease. And turn it all off and extinguish the fire. There you go. Ribs and coleslaw. Who needs TGI Fridays? TGI Fridays in the woods. I must admit, doing it on the foil, I didn't bother oiling it, which I should have done, because some of it stuck to it. But it does mean that it's kept the grill plate completely clean. So all I've got to do is let it cool down. I've got no clean up, just carry it out. Ribs. They're pretty good, but they're very good. Fall off the bone. So the shutdown process has just finished, so it's now stopped. I'll show you how much wood there is left, wood pellets in the hopper, so you can see in comparison to what it was when I started. I probably did these longer than needed to, but give you an indication of usage. So all I've got to do now is wait for that to cool down and away I go. Just out of interest, my power bank is still on 4 bars. So it's not even used 25% of the power bank. Pretty good. That's how many wood pellets it's used. So really not a lot. Tiny amount of ash in the bottom. That's it. That is literally all the ash that came out the bottom. It's incredibly efficient. Nothing. I've literally just let that cool down for about 10 minutes and it is just warm to the touch now. So I'm quite impressed at how quickly it actually drops down in temperature as well. So it's easy to move out of the way, although you can just put the lid on it, latch it, and then move it out of the way quite easily. So I'm really impressed with this. Of course, as always, I will put a link in the description below, so if you do want to purchase this. But as I said, this is not the sort of thing you're going to go wild camping with, generally hiking. But I think out in the woods, if you go out for a day trip, go down the beach, car camping, caravan, motorhome, whatever, little camper van if you've got one, this is absolutely perfect for it. It can do everything. And yeah, I'm just really impressed with it. Really cool. Anyway, hopefully only a shorter video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and I will see you on the next one.